Hey spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 6 as Spain. Now, where we left off, we were kind of in the process of, getting our walls up. We've got quite a few to get, but I think we are starting to finish some of them. Like, we just finished the walls in the capital, so that's going to be worth 6 tourism in 9 turns. So the timing on this is coming out pretty well, in my opinion. Now, we also need to have a little bit of a think about some of these other things that we need to do. For example, I could use a temple and I could use a stupa. I could also use builders, I could use the Hermitage, I could use the Bolshoi Theater. I'm really tempted to go for the Bolshoi Theater here. So let's go for the Bolshoi Theater. And I'm thinking of plopping it right there. It'll take 42 turns, however, I'm confident we might be able to get it. Let's chop out some more forests here to develop this land a little bit. And we'll drop a plantation here. Then we'll drop a farm here, and then we've got a nice little farm triangle going on. That'll give us lots of food. What's our food surplus in here? 4.4. 4.4 is a pretty decent food surplus. I think it might be worth it, however, to sacrifice and grow a little bit quicker. Although we could get a granary and watermill instead, so maybe I'll stick with production. So, I want you to trade with Madrid, I'm thinking. Cordoba seems like a more balanced place to trade with. Let's go ahead and get the copper online because we need production, gold, and food. And then over here, let's get the mine up, and there we go. That's a 3-3 tile. That's really, really good. And then let's go chop out this, and we'll go into the next turn.
Few inventions have been so simple.
Unit needs orders. Let's go ahead and grab a mine here, and we will lock that in over the truffles. And then we'll get the truffles online as well. Now, what tiles are yours? I think I'm going to take command of this tile to chop so that you grow a little bit quicker. Although I might chop out some of this jungle over here instead. Let's go chop out some of that jungle. And then similarly, over here, let's go get this up. And we'll chop here. Bashoosh. And that'll bring that down to a reasonable amount of time. We're going to need more cities and settlers and all these sorts of things that are all coming at me all at the same time. It's very, very difficult to manage this. Let's see, how long until we are running down the barrel of a new great person? We're already running down the barrel of a new great person, so I'm going to have to purchase over here an amphitheater to have room for these great works of writing. Soon afterwards, we'll be getting a greater artist. I'm not going to prioritize that just yet. I'm kind of focused on kind of other stuff right now, but I might pick up a archaeological museum. I'm going to purchase the stupa. Again, it's probably not going to fully pay itself off over the course of the game, but I thought I'd already purchased a stupa, or am I crazy? I'm going to purchase a stupa, even though it won't pay itself off. The extra amenity is actually quite useful. And I'm going to quickly grab a stable, maybe. I might just grab a regular old armory and get that little bit of production out of it. And then perhaps purchase an archaeological museum in here. I want to make good use of this gold if I can. And I'm going to put a mine over here because it seems like that would be a good tile to have. Let's unlock some of this stuff here. And we'll go to the next turn. Unit needs orders. Yep, I would like a camp there. That'll make this into an incredible tile. Got 2 amazing tiles here. Multiple production, multiple food, and multiple gold. Really, really great start. This start is amazing, and I haven't even finished settling. Okay, so I'm being denounced by Alexander. I think that might be because I have a lot of tourism. Or maybe he's... I don't know. Maybe he thinks I'm a trader or something. I don't know. But in any case, he denounced me, so my tourism is going to grow a little bit slower. I need to boost my tourism. I'm 6 turns away from getting a decent amount in a lot of my cities. Let's go ahead and build a mine here. Excellent. 2, 3 production tile. And we'll build a mine here as well. Oh my god, the copper is so good. It's amazingly good. And we'll also get a plantation here. And we'll lock this in. Probably we'll get a mine up here. And 3 turns until you grow. You could do it another mine. It's a fairly high production city considering it's basically brand new. Just goes to show, if you invest a little bit of time and money and effort into a city, they do actually turn out quite well. So we'll get this up here. We'll recruit this great rider. This great rider can run over here and pop out her first great riding, Jane Austen. Excellent. Any more? There's a couple of industrial era ones. I think I'll be getting those ones first. Okay, you finished your medieval walls. Go ahead and get your Renaissance walls. We don't have a whole lot of time left until steel is finished or until conservation is finished. I'm thinking I'm going to chop out a builder here. And similarly, I'll chop out a builder here if I can. Let's keep chopping out. I think I'm going to use my chops on builders because extra build charges are going to be extremely useful at this point in the game. It just allows me to cycle my builders and develop my lands a lot, which is going to be very, very useful. Oh, Jesus Christ. My music stopped there for a split second. I thought I was going to crash. Oh my god. Oh, I did crash. Oh. Well then. Let's see if we can find the autosave. Well, you know, this sort of thing happens. It's unfortunate. I don't like to cut this sort of thing out because I think, you know, getting the raw experience is important. Some people think, oh, you know, you should cut this out. But I think you should get to see what I see. And I saw a game freeze and then crash, and then I loaded up a new game. So hopefully I have my auto-saving set up correctly, because if I lose this save file, I will be extremely upset. Extremely, extremely, extremely upset. Let's go ahead and mooch on over into the next game. Continue. Single player. Load game. Autosaves. Autosave 182. Looks like I have it set up to autosave correctly. Let's just see if we can get loaded in. Now, I believe we're in the process of unlocking our conquistadors. However, I have no intention of ever going to war in this game. We're going to try and do a peaceful culture victory. And I think we're going to pull it off, actually. I think we have a decent chance here. We've already got a lot of tourists very early into the game. We're about to pick up a huge amount more tourism. We're also working on getting some archaeologists. We're getting artists. We're getting all these things out. So I'm pretty confident we'll be able to do a lot. Now, we're also building some wonders. Now, one of the things I'm really kind of need to think about is can I pick up some more cities? Because there's a lot more room for cities up here, and that's a lot of seaside resorts, especially if I'm going for the Eiffel Tower. So here is Jane Austen again. We'll kind of repeat the moves that we did. Renaissance walls. I think I'll just normal chop here, and then I'll go ahead and pick up a builder. And we'll kind of just do what we were doing anyway. And see if we can just make it be a normal occurrence. Usually I like to chop with the last charge of the builder. Chop out another builder so that it replaces himself. I'll put a mine there, and then you'll work that soon, and we'll go to the next turn. Knowledge of economics, excellent. We stole economics. That's really nice. Let's keep stealing techs if we can. Steal technology 2 levels higher. Excellent. That's what I was hoping for. That means he has a 90% chance to steal and a very small chance to die when he's getting caught. Got even more tourism now piling up. Let's check Jadwiga. We have lost our open borders with Jadwiga. How do you feel about more open borders? Would you pay me? You will. What else? Let's also see. How do you feel about this now? 47 gold per turn, so she's valuing it less than she did a while ago. However, she still values it pretty highly. What if I were to give you these two? 5 gold per turn for my 2. Yeah, I'll take that. There's another relic. I just got a relic off of her. And this relic is going to go into Cordoba. So this is producing 12 faith and 24 tourism per turn. Amazing. I'm very, very happy and satisfied with that turn of events. Going to chop here. That'll chop out my Renaissance walls. I'll throw down the commercial hub. And we'll finish the monument here for what it's worth. That'll finish that. Then we'll pop out another builder here. And we'll probably chop here too, just to get some of this stuff finished. I'm trying to get all this stuff finished up because there's some tough times coming up here in terms of like production crunch time. Okay, barracks was finished in here. Excellent. Let's go ahead and I was going to purchase my archaeological museum, and that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to hard build my archaeologist itself. Takes a hell of a long time to get them up and running, but once you do, they're 100% worth it. I would love to throw down more districts in here. It's just not an option here with the current growth rate. And all right, you got your Renaissance walls. Excellent. Go ahead and I believe you were just going to pump out builders for me. But now I'm considering actually growing you by getting a harbor and a lighthouse. So we'll see if that's what we want to do. Now you just finished a builder. Go ahead and get yourself a barracks because there's good production on that. Let's go ahead and stick a mine on that tile. Got 2 mines. We can get a 3rd mine as well to provide even more production. Really good industrial zone right there. I might grab one of those. Great, 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 great. You've got 2 build charges. Get down here and improve that. And then you'll chop here as well. There's a new builder. And this builder may go harvest that stone. I'll consider it. Ooh, if I harvested that stone, it would boost this city by a significant amount, so I may do that. I think I will. You got your builder in here. You need to grow a little bit, so I'm going to grab your granary and your watermill. Let's chop here. I need to get these Renaissance walls out because conservation is almost done, and I want the tourism from that. Let's go ahead and stick a mine down here. Make sure that we are working that mine. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And I would like another mine. Keep stealing tech from me, my good sir. So you're going to be stealing sanitation this time. And the really nice thing about tech stealing is it speeds up my tech later on in the game, you know? And it means I don't have to build so many campuses. Okay, we finished our Renaissance walls over here in Bilbao. Now, I could use a few more points of these great merchants, so I'm going to be picking up the market in here. Although part of me tells me that maybe I should be working on something else. I think I'll pick up the market. Yeah, it seems like a reasonable move. Decent industrial zone in here. I could get a 5 adjacency industrial zone in here. So I think I will keep all this, and I'll even just put a pin there and say just to remind myself so I don't accidentally harvest it or something. Now we could harvest this here and get this guy in a few turns extra, which I will do. And then I'm going to put a lumber mill right there because this will make this city incredibly productive. Oh, I really feel like that mine I feel like this mine should belong to Valencia. Yeah, I feel like this mine should belong to Valencia. You've plenty of tiles to work, although I do need to get these crabs improved and a harbour in here to get these tiles really working the way that we want them. Come here and get that choppy chop. So you've got 5 build charges. Where am I going to send you? Potential for a hill. Let's see. I could chop and then improve. So we may do that. In fact, I'm pretty sure we will do that. We'll chop and then drop a hill on it. Although, if I leave this the way it is, actually. If I leave this the way it is, I could do a natural... I could do a national park there, right? If I go in here. Yes. Excellent. So everything's coming up potato. We could do another one over here. I think I would like to get forests planted if I were going to do one over here. But yeah, so don't do that. Let's come back a little bit. Choose a civic. So we got conservation. Our tourism has jumped quite a significant amount. Let's go ahead and pick up. I want to delay civil engineering as long as possible, so that I don't obsolete limes. Let's see, how many walls, how many turns do I need to finish some of these walls? 17 turns over here. Can you really not get more production? It's kind of hard for you to get more production. Could chop some of these forests. I'll just leave you the way you are. I think I've delayed enough. I'll go nationalism into mass media. Just to buy me a few extra turns of extra production towards walls. And then over here we picked up the monument. Let's grab our granary to continue to allow the city to grow. Now I could start dropping forests and stuff like that. And that's something I may consider. Let's try to identify spots where we could do a national park. We got rid of these two jungles. There could be a national park in here maybe. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Could be a national park right here. Let's get rid of the jungles and see. Faith or woods? I think woods right there makes sense. And then a farm right here. Chop there, that'll finish that market for us. And then you're going to grab a granary so that you can grow a little bit more. Because we want to be able to drop the industrial zone down. I'm going to drop a mine here for you. Lots and lots of production in here. Point where I'm considering buying a tile out there for more and more production. We need to finish that harbor as well. Let's grab this monument because that's going to speed up the rate at which we acquire these border tiles. Which is pretty important. Then, oh my god, there's an amazing industrial zone here as well. We'll get that iron. That'll be another tile for us to work. We completed Renaissance walls in Valencia. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a lumber mill. Very, very nice. That's another tile for you to work once you grow up a little bit. So, I think important districts to get in here. A theater square. Commercial hub and holy site. So let's prioritize there. Let's go theater square right here. But first let's get the granary and watermill and monument. Okay, there's the Renaissance walls finished. Let's grab our monuments. A few monuments here now are going to help us build up our borders. Let's go ahead and drop a lumber mill on that tile. Really, really great. All right, we'll lock in these 3 farms. What's our food surplus in here? 4.4. Still a pretty good food surplus, in my opinion. Go chop out that jungle tile and replace it with a forest. Put a mine on this tile as well. Look at these production tiles. This city's going to be amazing when it's ready. The God industrial zone. It's going to make it so productive. I'm very, very pleased about this. Well, there's conquistadors. I have no intention of building them, however. They're there. They're available. They're an option. So I think I would like to get a commercial hub. I'd also like to get a theater square. I think commercial... I've been neglecting my commercial hubs a little bit, so I'm going to try and get my gold up a bit here now. So I'm going to stick that down there. But I'm actually going to put the time into finishing the holy site because it's so cheap. We'll get our watermill. We have 6 envoys to send. Let's go ahead and grab 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 more culture. And so if I go in here, we should go from 135 to like 136. Yes, roughly. And then we'll stick another mine right there. Very, very nice. Your food surplus isn't so big, but you've plenty of production now. Excellent. Look at this city. Amazing production. Really happy with that city. Let's chop here. Let's get that out. And then let's quickly grab that commercial hub. We also have some trade routes to take care of. That'll have to happen here soon. Did I lose open borders with anyone? Alexander hates my guts. Never mind. Never mind. He hates me. Okay, it doesn't really look like anyone else needs to be dealt with here. Let's do this. Designate the national park. Look at that national park. It's a thing of beauty. How much tourism does it generate for me? It generates 18 tourism. Not a huge or amazing amount, but a fairly decent amount this early into the game. If you consider that we have 43 out of 143 tourists that we need. But we need to keep pressing here. $43 of 143. Keep pushing and try to see if we can make our way to the top of the food chain when it comes to tourism. There's quite a few antiquity sites that we're going to want to try and grab here if it's available for us. Now the lighthouse would be very nice for us to boost our food and production in here. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab the lighthouse because it'll give me a bit more food in here and help the city continue to grow. The city needs some love from a builder or two. I may not go for the natural wonder down here. I may do it just because it'll turn this into a much more useful set of tiles. If I were to drop a forest here maybe, and then I could drop a national park there. We'll see exactly what we do, but I think we're doing okay. 9 turns until you grow. Why don't you go ahead and grab the watermill? I want to get that industrial zone out as fast as possible so the extra food will help. I've got 3 build charges on this guy. I think I might go chop out some builders in Akaruna. We'll just stick a appeal. I think I was going to try and put a national park around here. It's not a bad move in my opinion. I'll need to settle over here or something to be able to claim this jungle tile to chop it in a reasonable amount of time. But yeah, let's do plant woods. That should have boosted the appeal by quite a bit. We'll need to get rid of this jungle. Nice one. Pretty much working all production tiles in here. The last one to get is this quarry. And we'll call that an end to this episode. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Please remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Remember to leave a like if you want to directly support my channel. And remember to leave a comment if you want to give me your feedback. Other than that, though, I want to say I love you all very much. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.